Welcome back, and joining me with more insight on the day's trade is Odwa Magwentshu from Momentum Securities. Thank you so much for your time, Odwa. Let's start off with the major themes that markets traded on this week and really the impact on some significant assets.
Yes, we can look at the gold price. We've had a very good run towards the end of April and starting off now in May. However, we're seeing a slight pullback. Started off towards the end of last week, mainly because we are making some headways with the trade talks. Locally, the rand is actually looking a bit stronger, touching or just around the 18 Rand mark, and quite enjoyable for local markets. A number of factors in that front. Number one, we are seeing the Budget 3.0 seems to be making some headways. That's helping on that front. And then we are seeing also a boost. We did touch all-time highs in the JSE share. So investors are coming back into the market as well.
Yeah, and talking about that Budget 3.0, actually quite interestingly, it's coming after a review from S&P Global today. I wish it was coming after, but okay, we will see what they say later on today. So let's actually go into some of the company news that came out of the JSE. Richemont coming out with their year-end results, and we did see growth there from their top line to their bottom line. And they are so rich that they have a net cash position of 8.3 billion euros. How would you like to have that in your account, or the share surging over 7%? What did you make of those rich numbers?
No, I've really, they were very strong numbers. We are seeing that, the luxury consumers are still spending, which is good on their front. Unsurprisingly, Asian Pacific is still suffering overall. However, they did mention double-digit growth across the board, except for that Asian Pacific. So we are seeing some filling in from where the Chinese are leaving a gap. There are some fillers on that front. Quite importantly, the Mason jewelry portion of the business is what's doing most of the heavy lifting. So we are seeing that business, they also did put some focus into it by investing in distribution lines and also in craftsmanship. So that's helped that business by focusing on it to help, not fall with Chinese consumers not coming to the party.
Well, talking about consumers, let's go into food producer Tiger Brands. They posted an announcement about a sale of an asset there for £1. Talk to me about this.
Yeah. Very interesting cash consideration of R1. They are stating they're looking to focus their strategy to move away from international brands. Now, if you look at the business that they are selling, it mainly distributes in the European and Asian markets. So in order to focus, they are selling it off at R1. But what is key is that they are still looking to keep their commitments without just going away empty-handed. They're still going to do their commitments around the area. I think about 30 million they've invested there, and another 100 and so, 30 million rather is on improving the plant. 130 is on still continuing social development in the area. So they are still, the R1, yes, is a fine print, but they're still looking to invest in the area and not just leave it high and dry. 3,000 employees, permanent employees in the area, so they're still helping that region.
All right. Well, let's take a look at a counter that makes cans that the food goes into and beverages, and that is Nampak. I'm actually not sure how much this is on your radar because, I think a lot of investors just stopped looking at this counter a while ago. It did come out with an interim trading statement expecting growth in its bottom line. We did see the share climbing about 3% in morning trade, seeming that quite a few initiatives are paying off. How confident are you in this?
Confidence is another word. Don't really, as you rightfully said, pay too much attention.
Yeah.
But I mean, these were quite positive trade updates that they've had, and it's showing that their main focuses have come to help the business at least grow more north of 8% in terms of trading profits in this period. They did manage to manage the margins properly and cash containment. What has really helped the business has been its sale of an asset called Bevcan in Nigeria. This, I think, is a very strategic move as we're seeing a lot of South African counters also delisting or disinvesting from Nigerian businesses. And I think, especially if you look at exchanges, with also the oil price taking a bit of a dip, this was a very good strategic play on their front.
All right. Well, talking about strategic plays, where are you finding opportunity today? Your stock pick, Odwa.
Thank you. I think this one is a bit of a conflict of interest. It's Momentum Securities. I think that insurance businesses are looking very strong right now. We had Sanlam also have a great run this week. But Momentum is still well positioned, did a very good turnaround strategy, and now investing in other places, and also has a nice PE ratio, making it still quite affordable at this point, with also the rand strengthening.
We don't judge, Odwa, don't worry. There are a number of people that work at FNB that will choose first rand. So I hear you. Thank you so much for your time and for your insights there on what has moved investors' money this week and today. That was Odwa Magwentshu from Momentum Securities.